Salut tout le monde, je suis de retour. I've been away for a little bit. I've been busy with life, sometimes it gets like that. I know you know what I'm talking about. I'm back though to making videos. I've still been helping my students as usual. I hope you've been well. And yeah, I'm happy to get back into it. I'm going to, from now on, make my videos a bit shorter. Since I've seen online some other really good YouTubers make their videos a bit more concise and they do really well. Their audiences like it. So I'm going to try it out. And let me know what you think. Let me know if it's helpful, but I'm going to get more to the point, make the videos a bit shorter, so to max them out at 5 minutes or shorter instead of before I was aiming for around 10 to 15 minutes. So I'll make them a bit shorter from now on. And yeah, I've still been, helping my students every week as usual. And yeah, I'm back into it though with the videos, and yeah, I hope you enjoy them. Today, I just want to talk about what you could do to get better at French speaking. So what you can do to get really good at speaking is very simply, firstly, get good at reading and listening, all right? Because listening and speaking are together. So once you're really good at listening, you can speak well. In order to get good at listening, that's the hard part. In order to do that, start with reading and listening at the same time. So just like I've shown you before with YouTube videos, ASML, I'm going to be doing updated videos on those to show you some new techniques you can use as well. But anything where you've got a French text in English as well, let's get the audio for the French, read and listen at the exact same time. Once you've gotten pretty good at that and you can do beginner text and read and listen and you know what's happening, remove the reading, just listen. Now, when you're listening to the same text, if you can see the French written out in your mind, just like how I'm talking to you right now in your mind, you know what I'm saying. You can see the English words written out, the letters in your head. Once you can get to that point with French, where you're listening to sentences, conversations, and you can see them written out, you're good to start speaking, all right? Now, a few different levels for speaking. Firstly, reading out loud. Reading the text out loud and speaking, okay? Secondly, the second easiest thing to do is simply repeating, all right? So listen to something and then repeat it out loud, speak it out loud without having a written text, okay? Third, you can go into voice notes. So create your own conversations, even just talk to yourself, right? Without a basis for what to talk about. Give yourself a little bit of a guide. For example, you want to talk about what you did this morning, Je me suis levé du lit, je me suis brossé les dents, things like that. Brushing my teeth, getting up out of bed, showering, talking to my mom, talking to my dad, talking to my partner, getting ready for work, things like that, okay? And then you can go into more creative subjects, but that's more difficult down the line. The next level is obviously having French conversations. Now, I'm going to do a video very shortly about a few apps that you can use. I know I said apps, right? Not Duolingo, but talking, communication apps you can use once you're at intermediate level. For example, Hello Talk, that my students Jack and Larry have been loving. Using them where you can get through and you can talk with other people trying to learn English and you're trying to learn French, right? You can exchange there. Ways to do that where you're having conversations but not in real life. So you do have the protection of time to be able to listen to messages that come with you, clarify, use your reverso, use your translator tools to be able to actually understand what's being said before you respond. When you're talking person to person in real life, that's the boss level of French speaking, and that's what you can do once you've really gotten comfortable with these other levels. Again, right? Reading out loud, making your own sentences from yourself, okay? From listening, from making up your own stories, conversations, even life narration. Then going into conversations through your phone, right? That can be with other people, can even be with ChatGPT or an AI. And then finally, real life French conversations, all right? So it's a short one. Basically, if you're wanting to get good at speaking, you got to try all these different things out. Now, keep in mind, if you try and have real life conversations, you might have even done that before, you'd find that you're sort of missing words and you can't grab them. It's probably because at these different levels, you're not fully confident and you don't have those skills built up yet to be able to produce sentences. That's normal. Don't stress. Check out my other videos as well if there's something you're not sure on. But if there's something I haven't covered in French, let me know, comment below, and I can use it as a future video idea. I'm looking for ideas at the moment. I've got a full list of things that I'm going to bring through in the coming weeks, but really looking to help you out however you are trying to learn French. Again, link is always in the description if you want to chat with me. Otherwise, best of luck with your French, and I'll be helping you in future videos. Au revoir.